Oh, hello. This is Neil Newbon. How surprising to see you here. I'm the voice for Astarion in Baldur's Gate 3, darling. Now let's see if I can remember any of these iconic lines. This is going to go disastrously wrong, you realise that? Oh god, yeah, okay, I think I know what this one is. Okay. Alright, so what comes next after this line is... Wait, give me a second. There's two lines, actually. It's like, what? No, don't you dare, or something like that. And then it goes into, of course, what fun! I'm going to kill you. Of course! What fun! I'm going to kill you. Nailed it. Like, 1 point. Is that blood? No, never mind. Is that blood? Was that me? Is that Astarion?
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Pretty sure I've heard that all the time. Are we establishing that the player character is quite squeamish? Is that what we're saying? Is that blood? Oh, never mind. Oh, is that blood? Oh no, blood! I've cut myself. Jesus. The alliance is reforged mortal. The planes thus quake and the gods shudder. It's mortal, so it's probably a god. The planes thus quake and the gods shudder. Withers? Withers?
The alliance is reforged, mortal. The planes thus quake, and the gods shudder.
Do you have any coconut oil for my skin? It's rather dry. It's not enough we have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a Shapechanger. I'm pretty sure this is the Weirdos line. It goes something like, I can't tell if any of you have been something by a Shapechanger, or this group is full of weirdos. I got half the line right. I think it's fair and close enough.
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a Shapechanger? I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos.
It's been a year. It's been a year. I think Astarion, more than any other character I've ever played in TV, film, theatre, games, anything, is the hardest to let go, because I haven't quite let go of him yet. I would love to play him in something else. I don't know if I'll get the chance. I don't know if he'll be asking me to do that or not. But I'd love to do it. So, yeah, I'm not really finished with him. He's still floating around in my head for forever. Buddy the dog is my very best friend because with him anything is plausible. I have no idea where this comes from. Is this even in Baldur's Gate? I don't know, darling. I have no idea what the fuck. I might have been drunk on a bear. Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Oh wait, I know what it is. Time out. I think it's good puns because clowns aren't enough of a horror already. I think that's what the line is. Is that what the line is?
Why? Because with him, anything is plausible.
Come on. Good puns. Because clowns aren't enough of a horror already. I did it. The character of Astarion wasn't immediately like super sassy and theatrical and all the rest of it. Stephen Rooney told me that he heard things in my performance that he didn't anticipate and liked, and therefore started writing towards that rhythm a little bit. So he sort of starts down here. You can take care of that beast. You know, he's sort of down here and gravelly and a bit more kind of closed in. And then suddenly he starts like lightening up and relaxing. I was thinking about you, actually. Again, no idea. Could be to kill, could be to fuck, I don't know. I mean, honestly, don't know what comes next.
I think not. It's not you understand. It's me. I have standards.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. You know, the funny thing is, the internet's apparent horniness or thirstiness for Astarion was news to me towards the back end of the shoot. My point is to try and make a fully fledged fictional character in a truthful way and then offer it up with everybody else to the audience, to the player. After that, it's sort of see what happens. So it's been a surprise now, I think, to see how popular the character's been. I didn't really twig about that until quite close to release. I think definitely after release that was a bit of a shock. I think a wonderful shock, but a shock. Yeah. People ask me to quote lines such as "You're not alone in this. None of us are," which was a really lovely line, which I actually quoted at the Game Awards. Actually, I thought was particularly fitting.
You're not alone in this. None of us are. Thank you.
There's so many of them, that's the thing. There's so many amazing lines, which is a testament to Larian and the writers and Stephen Rooney. That actually, a lot of people ask me to quote a lot of things, which is really nice. So, yeah, everything from supportive to sassy to downright spicy, darling. Oh, I know this one. Yeah, I know this one. Something like, what the hell were you thinking? Pointing something down there? I was right there.
What in the sweet hells were you thinking?
Sweet
Activating
hells,
that lance. I was right
Activating that
there.
That's it, yeah. I was right there. The thing is, we did that on take 1. I was like, I'm going to try something outrageous because I think it was just really funny. And I always gauged the reaction of the directors and the engineers in the booth, who would be like mic'd off. So it'd be kind of like miming in the background, going like that, to see whether or not they thought it was funny. To see whether or not the chance of them taking that take would be quite high. Well, I should probably fix this. Oh, I've been dead in the ground long enough. It's time to try living again.
I've been dead in the ground for long enough. It's time to try living again.
Can I dab? Do I dab? I don't know how to dab. I'm too old to dab. It was amazing to be able to have poignancy and pathos and depth to Astarion. Because I think the character trope of the hedonistic vampire is a wonderful setup. And so when people spend the time to get to know him and see the story, you actually develop... he's a survivor. He's a survivor of trauma. It's actually very interesting. And I really loved Larian's writing for this, that it was, as I've been told by many people actually, that they felt it was a very authentic portrayal of somebody trying to heal and somebody trying to get through their journey with their Cazador. It was a gift, actually. That's another line that I get asked to say a lot. This is a gift, I won't forget it. I used animal work in there. There's a stray cat that still lives in my garden occasionally, that I used as some of the movement for him. A friend of mine who's sadly passed recently, actually, called Leendert van Nimbergen. He was a very great friend of mine, and his loyalty of being a friend and some of his sort of dismissiveness came into Astarion, which I think is the best tribute I could possibly give him. Was incorporating him into the character, and lots of there's a fly here. Those 3 guys especially are a big part of Astarion and helped me in situations where I wasn't quite sure of how to approach a situation until it became so natural that they just became a part of his essence, which is great. Oh, I know who that is! So the line, very delicately put, and it's full of nuance and subtlety, is, I want to ride you until you see stars. I think that's Karlach. Nailed it.
Gods, I want to ride you till you see stars.
I've been playing the game on stream. I wanted to see a lot of the stuff that I've sort of half forgotten, and it's a nice way of revisiting the stuff that we did. And I'm unashamedly romancing myself. It's been interesting, darling. It's been interesting. You smell very delicious. Oh, you smell very delicious, but I will not bite you. That's the owlbear.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you.
You know why? Because the owlbear and Scratch are mine. They're not Tom's, they're not Karlach's, they're not Will's, they're not Gale's. They're mine! They love me. I found out quite early on that there were lots of lines of dialogue for the animals because we started recording responses to them. I just thought it was genius and awesome and very, very D&D. That you had all these options for things like speaking with animals and speaking with the dead and all that kind of stuff. I just thought it was amazingly cool. And then on top of that, they added they-them pronouns, reactions and responses or questions. I'm going to get that fly. Which I thought was just a beautiful aspect of the game making that Larian chose to do. Because they didn't have to do it, and it cost them an absolute fortune to do so. So I just thought it was amazingly commendable and awesome to be involved in a project that was that supportive from the get-go. It was very cool. This is for everyone that you've hurt, and this is for me. Huh. Is that Shadowheart? I don't know, actually. Oh. It's Astarion. Oh my god, what are you kidding? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Simon Walker, what are you doing? You pulled out Hollyoaks? Unbelievable. So that was a great episode. This is Simon Walker, a character I played in Hollyoaks. I had way more fun than I should have had on paper with. Hollyoaks is a long-standing, it's a soap opera. There's so many murders. It's like the murder capital of Great Britain. We got fined really badly, like £250,000. We thought they were going to take this episode and chop it up. There's no way they're going to let us show everything in this fight sequence and all the stunt and all this violence and stuff. And they left it all in. So they left the entire thing in. And they showed it at 6:30 or something like that. And then somebody complained, and there was a woman whose 4-year-old child was watching, and I'm thinking, time out. What's your 4-year-old child doing watching Hollyoaks anyway? Like, there's nothing good for a 4-year-old kid in Hollyoaks. So thanks, Matt and the team at Deserto for having me on to humiliate me, for reminding me that I don't remember most of my lines of BG3. I think I did really well.